Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host and dungeon master, Cranio Dad. Tonight, we will be continuing the adventures of this amazing group as we journey through the book Ghost of Saltmarsh. We will talk about where the group is and what's going on with the party after our long-awaited for intro. I've been learning how to use After Effects, so yeah, you're welcome. But anyway, we're going to have an intro, and when we get back, we'll meet the party, and we're going to dive on in. See you guys in just a minute. And welcome, everyone. So that is our longly awaited for intro. Thank you so much for putting up with it. I hope you all liked it. There's a little bit of polishing and stuff like that, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist. So anyway, before we dive into the story, let's talk a little bit about what's going on tonight. So I had a goal for myself to reach 100 followers, and you guys, those watching, really helped me get there. I have prizes that we'll be giving out tonight that range from a 5e starter set all the way to the much wanted limited edition core cover box set for Dungeons and Dragons. So those will be given out throughout the night. We also have, if you look down at the bottom, over here maybe, or over there, there is a Ghost of Saltmarsh book giveaway bit goal. So when we reach 5,000 bits, I will be giving away a copy of Ghost of Saltmarsh to chat as a free giveaway. So, all that being said, let's introduce the players and their characters. Who would like to start this evening?
And I'll go first. Oh.
Nice.
I'm Wally Hobbit. Scott is my actual given name, and I will be playing Circe Bronzemist. He's a bronze dragonborn paladin of Lathander, and he's kind of new to the wider world. He's lived his life in Waterdeep, a member of the militia and the City Watch, and he's out on his first adventure away from home.
And your microphone died.
I think everything went.
Did everything go?
Am I still there?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I guess I'll go next. I am playing Calder Svensson. I am Nerdy Viking on the Twitters. I go by Adam. Calder is a fighter wielding 2 battle axes. He is looking for some adventure, some fun, and maybe to figure out what happened to his old crew. Looking forward to exploring more of this book with these fine cast members here.
I am playing Rogelio Tucio, a sailor and rogue that is well past his prime, but he keeps looking for one more job before he retires, much to the chagrin of his wife.
I am Miss Misery. I'm playing Oddity Price, who is a sorcerer misfortune teller.
I'm Shannon Logic across all the internet, and I will be playing Deluge Marshhand, who likes loot, ladies, and looking like a lunatic. So, Can't wait to see what she does tonight.
Maybe
Neither
diving
can we.
into a well. And as mentioned, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Cranio Dad. We are getting ready to start session 2, so let's give you guys a little recap. And if you guys type, I believe on this channel, it is !what. You can see all your commands. Some of those commands also do include learning a little bit more about the characters from things they have sent me to publish for you guys. And the big thing that I want to talk about before we go too big into this is the first one that pops up, which is Wily Hobbit. So the person whose audio cut out in the beginning of his introduction, or the end of his introduction, we have started an Indiegogo to get him a new laptop. And we have already exceeded our goal, which means we have a lot of thinking of how we're going to reward all of those of you that are donating. The Kickstarter is up for another 40 days. Is that right?
A little over, like 46, I think it is at this point.
46 days, and it's just going to go to get him better and better tech. We were looking for something a little bit better for him than what he has now, and now we're going to be able to get him something a lot better. But those of you who watch Dungeons & Dragons anywhere on Twitch probably have seen Wily Hobbit's name somewhere, or have heard it spoken, or have seen his face either as a player or as a DM. He is an amazing person, and we are more than happy to do this for him. Along with that, any donations that I receive to this channel until this is over will also be added to the donation that I have already made. So, all of that aside, feel free to chat with us. We'll do our best to watch. Let's kind of recap a little bit of where you guys have been, what you are doing, and what is going on. And to do that, I'm going to use this to help me. Is it not going to give it to me? Really? My own command? Really? That's amazing. I love tech. There it is.
This one works, though.
Oh, that one works. Hey, you know, the important one works. The important one works. Did I forget to turn the command on? Is that what's... I don't even know. Anyway, so you guys were responding to the need of help from job boards out in Vilkstead, out in Purple Rocks. You use the message communication to work with your now benefactor and a agreed upon time frame of 2 10 days worth of room and board, plus all the treasures that you are able to find, as well as travel out and travel back if no permanent position could be found after the 2 10 days. You made your way to Saltmarsh. You had a little fun stop in a snowstorm in the middle of the ocean at Crow Island. You then made your way to Saltmarsh and met with your benefactor, Varis Nightbreeze, at the Seabreeze Tavern. He told you that in order to be an actual working adventurers guild in the region, that you would need to be able to file paperwork. You would need to come up with a name. And as he works with the town council, that he would be able to help make a strong case for you if you dealt with a issue, and that issue is a supposedly haunted house just up the coast. So you guys went out and you had some questions for a poacher that is now currently facing the death penalty, and some of the best role playing I've seen in a really long time. I have been meaning to clip that, and I probably will. However, you interrogated Jameson and found out about his family full of alcohol beverages names, and were given a little bit more information about the house. Made your way up, had a little bit of resistance getting to the kitchen door of the house. On the back of it, found some poisonous snakes in a well, dove into said well, found out there was no water, revived the player that dove into the well, and we're getting ready to open the door where we ended last week. So, in the session 0 and session 1, a lot has already happened, a lot has already gone on, and there's even more to come. Chancellor had to step away for just a little bit, so why don't we talk a little bit about what you guys have been thinking about for the past week before we dive in, because Chancellor was the one who was at the door.
Well, I think Circes is just hoping to get through this. We already took some pretty good hits from some giant weasels and a couple snakes. And I think a couple of us have got some...
Counters just think about how not going to rescue anybody from making a stupid mistake again, because he's already done it, and so he's gonna see. Basically, he's shaking his head at the whole situation.
So we're all gonna die then?
No, Deluge is probably gonna die.
Probably. I mean, I think we're all mentally prepared for that. I mean, have you spun up your secondary character yet?
No,
Okay.
but I'm gonna work on it.
Well, before we pick back up, and now that Rogelio is back, let's go ahead and launch the first giveaway. So let me get that item so I can show it off a little bit. For those of you that are new to D&D and those of you that are old, most of you have seen this, most of you have heard of it. This is the D&D starter set. This does contain the Lost Mines of Phandalor base rules, a set of dice, and some pre-generated characters. This is how I started playing D&D 5 years ago. I love it. I'm looking forward to giving it away to somebody. So all you need to do is once the giveaway is open, which is in 3, 2, 1, now, all you have to do is type !join. You have 10 minutes to enter. Anyone can win this with the exception of my wife or myself. And I will get that to you as soon as possible. So we will see who wins in about 10 minutes. Feel free to enter at any time. With that being said, Rogelio, you were at the door.
And we cannot hear you.
Yeah, now we cannot hear you.
Yes, I was at the door. As long as you can hear me now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I believe he was gonna move up to it carefully and just kind of slowly push it open and take a look inside.
Okay, so here we go. So you go to the door and you realize, as indicated previously, this door is made out of general wood. The lock does look to be broken. You place your hands on the door. Everything feels as normal as it should to you. As you begin to push on the door, there is a very little bit of resistance at first. Do you continue?
I think if I felt any resistance, I'd probably look around for any trap-like devices.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm really good at investigation. 15.
There are no traps that you can see.
I think he would keep pushing then.
All right, as you push, you can hear the rust begin to break off the hinges, and there's a very loud screech. The door opens into a darkened hallway. You see down the hall and to your right, there is a door, and the hallway bends to your left. Now, for our players at home, or viewers at home, you see my screen. You do not see their screen. What the players see is just the area that their player can see. So where you see the dark areas, no players can see those. Where you see the light areas, at least one of the players can see those. So keep that in mind as you are watching our lovely stream. Rogelio, what do you do?
Is it dark in here?
There are no lights.
Okay.
I think knowing that, I would cast... Let's see. I could cast Dancing Lights and send a couple of orbs down there to help him out.
Okay.
Yeah. I would also draw and have ready the Moon-Touched Rapier.
Which does emit light, I think, to 30 feet?
I think it's 15,
Is it 15?
actually.
Okay.
Let me double check that, though. Just so we're sure. 15-foot radius. Yeah, of light. Of bright light 15 and dim for 15. So 30.
I can make you emit light for 30 feet. How about them apples? You're already emitting light. I can make it to where all players see light. There you go.
All right. I think I would just kind of creep down the hallway till I come to a doorway or a turn just to get try to peek and get some sort of see where the house heads from here.
All right. As you get closer to the door, you can hear some sounds on the other side of the door.
Of this door?
Yes.
Okay.
I
think he would take a second. He'd listen.
While you were listening.
Yeah, I guess
Go ahead.
Counter's gonna move up. He'll start walking in with Rogelio.
Okay.
Circe will hang back to bring up the rear once the party enters the house. And I'll keep an eye out on the surroundings as they go in.
While you were listening, Rogelio, give me an investigation check, please. Or a survival check. Your call.
I'll go survival.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Good to know.
That's definitely noises coming out of this door, Calder. Loosen.
I guess what we could do is we can just maybe inside.
All right. Well, I'll step around the corner. You look inside. I'll be right behind you.
Chicks in the mail.
What is the door? Is this the door right here?
Yes. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing any light coming off of Yep, there it is. Maybe it's just because we're in a hallway.
You're in a hallway and the door
All right,
is closed.
It's very cramped.
I'm going to start pushing open the door.
Okay.
Very
You go
carefully.
to push on the door and you find that it is locked.
All right, so we got two options here. We can either pick the locks or lock. So
Let's
what do you
not
want to do?
let's not do anything too hasty here. Here, step aside. I'll attempt to get us in.
And as you guys are doing that, there are 4 minutes left on the giveaway. Please type in !join if you'd like to win a copy of the D&D starter set. All right.
And I'll pull out a pair of thieves' tools I have
All right.
and attempt to pick that lock.
Go for it.
So, what is actually my thieves' tool roll?
I think it's Dex.
Is
Yeah,
it Dex plus
Dex.
proficiency?
Yeah,
Sleight
that's
of hand.
proficiency if you're proficient with thieves' tools.
Yes. Wow. Well, 9.
9. The door unlocks.
Okay.
All right.
He is shocked as the door unlocks.
Now, can you move through that door, or do I have to move you through? I'm not sure.
I will tell you. Well, Calder will tell you because he's leading the way now.
Alright, so I guess I will make my Yep, I can't make it through the door.
All right, I will move you through. All right.
Alright.
So, the kitchen is dirty and damp with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the southwest corner, some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above. Next to it, under the window is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink, small closed wooden cupboard is fixed to the wall, about 5 feet above floor level. Against the wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads upward from the west to east. The woodwork of the stairs is decayed, with a few of the treads are missing.
Alright. I guess I basically not yell back, but I just kind of whisper back. Looks like it's clear in here. Just some moldy ass stairs and a sink that maybe we could resell. You know, it might be worth something. And cupboard. So I guess I'll start making my way and just looking around.
Yeah, I'll follow him in if you want to move me in as well.
Sure. Calder, why don't you give me an investigation check while you're in there, or a survival check, either way.
And I'm sorry, I had to mute for a second. These stairs, are they going up or down?
Those stairs are going up.
Okay.
I'm going to make a survival check because I'm slightly better in that than investigation. That would be an 11. Or, I'm sorry, 12.
All right. So as you're motioning for people to come in, and as Chancellor, or as Rogelio walks in and his sword glows and illuminates the room, you're kind of looking around. You happen to notice that in the dust and grime that cover everything, this house hasn't been really used for some time. There is a set of footsteps that come from the hallway where you guys were standing in and go towards the stairs.
So, okay.
Well,
Hey, guys.
actually, not towards the stairs, sorry. They go towards the door where Rogelio is currently standing. They were not there before Rogelio walked in. You noticed it before he walked in.
It's okay. Hey, Rogelio, I think somebody might have been in here recently-ish. Because I know I didn't make these footprints, and they're the dust hasn't settled too much into them to cover them up. So somebody was in here recently-ish.
I think I would. The door that's right next to me, I would try to test that to see if it's locked or open. I don't want to open it. I just want to test it.
All right. While you are testing that, give me a perception check as you test. What's the rest of the party doing? And I will find out who won the giveaway.
I think I would have walked inside and started stabbing at the walls because I was told there was treasure in there.
Okay. Give me a percentile die.
Yes, sir.
I'll follow in when Oddity enters.
And
Yeah, I'm close behind.
Resident Zelda, you have won the giveaway for the D&D 5e starter set.
Congrats.
So please send me a direct message here on Twitch, and I'll get with you and I'll get your address and I'll get this shipped to you sometime soon.
All right.
Congratulations.
My percentile is 94%.
Oh.
94%. All right. You are unable to find any treasure. But as you are striking through the walls, I will say that you find a ceramic pipe, and your blade kind of dings against the pipe, letting out a resonant sound. This goes in conjunction with all the other commotion in the room. And from underneath the sink, standing nearest Calder, comes out
Full of a took.
4 giant centipedes.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
I will allow everyone to roll initiative at this point, so that way everybody is in initiative.
By the way, I got a 1 on my perception.
You are unaware of anything happening. You know there's a door there, and that's about it. You're not sure if it's locked or not.
Full of a took.
All right.
Full of a took.
Why is everything giant in D&D?
Could we say that they're like giant weasels again? Because centipedes are kind of... They give me the willies.
Centipedes are bad, yeah.
I mean, these are centipedes. They only have 100 legs.
Yeah, no, it's just we've had some issues with them in the past, and they make some of us very, very uncomfortable. So.
These ones just want to give you a hug.
Okay.
Don't forget, by the way, and this is for the people who are watching us at home, as well as to remind you guys, currently you have 6 Dissonant Whispers that can be used to give you guys pre-roll advantage or make me roll disadvantage. Dissonant Whispers are created by follows to our channel, 500 bits or subscription. The bits and subscriptions will also, or the bits will also help towards the 5,000 bit goal to have me release a copy of Ghost of Saltmarsh as a giveaway. So, that being said, let's walk through initiative against these nice, friendly, giant centipedes. All right, 25 to 20. So many people. All right, 15 to 20.
19.
19. All right.
Actually, no, it is a 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to add my bonus.
All right. 15 to 20. Wait, no. Aha. How about 10 to 15?
12.
All right. 5 to 10? Holy Jesus. All right. So, who has what? 3?
I will go tomorrow. I have a 4.
Calder, what'd you have?
I had a 20.
Oh, okay. All right. And okay. Rogelio, you see these we won't call them centipedes. These giant worms come out and start to attack.
I think he would draw his other blade and, why is everything giant around here? And he would close up here and swing at the one right in front of him. That is a 13.
A 13 hits.
And that is for 8.
8 damage. All right. You slice the centipede. You feel the carcass of the centipede shatter as your blade strikes through it, and the body falls in twain at your feet, still kind of like jittering and skittering.
Oh, God. And he would wheel down and swing his blade at the other one. That's only an 8.
An 8 misses. You swing wide, narrowly missing the stairs. All right, next is Calder.
All right, I am going to swing on that little nasty right there with one of my axes. That is a 14.
14 hits.
All right, and so it's gonna be 10 points of slashing damage.
Very similar to Rogelio. You seem to be learning from the person next to you. As you swing your bearded axe, you come up along the side and you cut at an angle. Again, you feel the shell shatter underneath the weight of your axe and crush. You feel the innards start to rip apart, and you come clean through, cleaving it into 2 pieces.
Alright, and then I am going to basically step up here and attack the one that's engaging Rogelio with my bonus action.
Alright.
That is a 14 again.
That's also a hit.
7 points of damage.
Again, you come down with your eyes almost closed, just with a Viking-esque groan. You wrap your bearded axe around the right below the face, or what would be the face of the giant centipede, and lob it clean off. The face that would be there leaves a pocket, and there's a suction sound as it flies off the body, and it rolls onto the floor towards the door. It is dead.
And that is my activation.
All right. The giant worm / centipede that is remaining is going to attack Calder, who is the closest. And yep, that's what I thought. That's a 23.
That hits.
All right, so you take 4 piercing damage, and you need to succeed a con save, please.
18 plus con save. So 22 for my con save.
All right, so you feel the poison begin to course through your veins, and you shrug it off with a surge of adrenaline, and you are not poisoned, nor can you be for the next hour from a centipede.
Nice.
And that is the remaining centipedes go. Deluge, you are up. You hear a bit of a scuffle.
I'm sure they're fine, so I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Fantastic.
And I'm gonna check out this door right here.
All right, the door is not locked.
I'm gonna go take a peek inside.
All right. At one time, let me move you in there.
You can't.
I will.
It slowly. Okay.
There you go. At one time, a long table stood in the center of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows. There's a heap of broken dishes in the northwest corner. And there's nothing else of note here.
I'm going to just start slashing at the walls because someone told me there was treasure in these things.
Fantastic. All right. Circes.
I'd like to move up the hallway and step in to hear what the commotion is about with the... I'm going to follow Deluge.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be a better thing. She just kind of ambled off in the other direction, so I'll advance my token as far as I can.
Okay.
And I will follow Deluge just to make sure that nothing besets her.
Do you
No more
enter the room?
wells.
Yeah, I'll go in there with her.
Alrighty. So there's 2 of you in there now. Interesting.
A poor choice.
All right, Oddity,
I could.
Go ahead.
you're up.
Oh, Calder was gonna say something.
Oh, what's up, Calder?
Now I was gonna say I could imagine. Yeah, Sears just poked his head in. And there's probably like, she said, "Nah," just keeps walking down.
Nah, you guys got
They
this.
got it. They got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Circe's.
All right.
I'm not gonna go in the room. I'm just gonna stand in the doorway.
Okay.
Deluge is going to be more interesting.
Let's watch this train wreck.
All right, Aurelio.
Rogelio steps forward, wondering where everyone is, slashing out at the creature. 15.
15 hits.
6 damage.
All right. With a flourish, you finish off the final centipede. It falls to the ground. All the centipedes are still somewhat twitching, but they are definitely no longer of this plane.
I kick their corpses under like a cabinet or table or shelf or something out of the way.
Okay. And with that, you guys are no longer in initiative. Yet.
All right.
For now.
Do I find anything in the walls of this particular room?
You do not. There is crusty old wallpaper, some wall paneling. There seems to be nothing hidden in the walls of this room.
Seems I need to change my approach. I start stabbing the floor.
Okay. Again, not much can be found.
Oh, come on. Nothing under the creaky floorboards?
Not in this room.
What about the doorway across the hall?
All right.
I'll go in there.
Alright, so
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna take a look at that cupboard that's in the kitchen here.
You find some old drainage and piping, and you can see a very large hole where the centipedes probably came out, but nothing else of note. And Adi, you say you go into that room?
Yep.
All right. 2 stuffed armchairs near the fireplace of this room. The covers of both have been torn and the stuffing has been pulled out. The wooden frames are intact. A broken table lies on the floor near the north wall. If you'd like, you can give me a perception check to see if there's more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God I'm proficient. 14.
14. As you kind of scan the room, you look past the fireplace and something catches your eye. You continue to scan. You come back to the thing that kind of caught your eye on the fireplace, and you notice that there seems to be one stone that's a little bit out of place on the chimney above the fireplace.
How far off the ground is it?
It's just above the mantle.
How tall is that?
Oh, like 3 feet?
Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna motion Circe's in with me, and I'm gonna go
Yeah, I'll
poke at it with my
wander.
dagger.
What do you got there, Miss Oddity?
No, it's something it looks wrong. Just
Oh, looks like a stone in the chimney there. Well, let's see what we got.
and I'll poke at it with my dagger.
I'll have my halberd at the ready.
All right, so as you poke at it with your dagger, you can tell the stone definitely comes out with ease. Would you like to use your dagger to pry it the rest of the way out?
Yes.
All right. As you do so, the stone comes out, and it seems to be just a regular stone. You can see into what is now a hidden compartment that has been revealed. As you are looking, Circe, you happen to notice that there's a collection of mouse bones spilling out from the hearth. Inside the compartment, you see a small wooden box.
Perhaps I could draw the box out with the length of my halberd so as not to have to reach in that nasty dark place. What say you?
Sure.
Would I be able to do that, Mr. DM? Kind
No,
of.
you have to reach in with your hand.
Oh, it's just not that much fun for the DM if I use my halberd. Okay, allow me. And I'll look in there very closely. Maybe an investigation or something. Perception.
Give me perception. I want to see why these commands aren't working while you're doing that.
Okay. That's a 13 on the die plus 1, 14.
Those commands definitely should be working. Weird. You said 14?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. You can see a box, and it is just smaller than the inside of the hidden compartment, which is why you could not use your halberd to withdraw it.
Very good. I'll reach in there and pull the box out.
All right. As you reach in from the hearth, Oddity, you and actually both of you, because your passive perceptions are both high enough, you hear this skittering as a swarm of spiders comes out of the hearth onto the floor, moving towards you.
All right, I'm going to back away.
Well, it's engaged with you, so feel free to roll initiative.
Do it.
And while they're rolling initiative, what are the rest of you doing? Deluge, you're in the room poking the floor?
I think I've given up on the floor. I've wandered out into the hallway, but I can't move. I'm trapped in this room.
That's part of this room. You are now trapped. 3 people entered, only 2 can leave.
Oh. But I see that there is more hallway, so I am an adventurous sort, and I wander on down yonder.
Since you are wandering, and since you've been poking at the floor and walls, give me a perception check at advantage.
Oh, goody.
Rogelio, Calder, what are you guys doing up there in the kitchen?
I'm gonna open this other door.
Yes, I guess I'll back him up, in case something else decides to poke its head out.
All right, we'll deal with that, and then we'll come back to the initiative, folks. Well, while I'm doing that, what was your guys' initiative?
I rolled a 10.
10?
15 for me.
15.
Surprisingly.
Oh, is that
Nice.
a record for you?
Yes.
All right. So, Rogelio, the door is open.
Yeah, I think I'll just kind of not swinging it open, but carefully opening it.
All right, so you find before you the scullery. This room displays the effects of damp and decay more than most. Mold grows in patches on the floor, walls, and ceiling. A large copper cask, split, discolored, and empty, stands under the window with a small heap of crockery shards. Okay. On the floor beside it, stairs lead down to what is presumably a cellar. Give me a perception check while you are in there. And
Okay.
Let's go have some fun with the folks in initiative. Before I do that, let me go ahead and launch the giveaway for the next item, which we will do the dice bag next. So, Rogelio, do you want to show off the dice bag and talk about it?
Oh, yes. This lovely, don't know what it's actually called, dice bag. It's got a dragon's eye on it. It's
And
quite
it is
lovely.
lovely.
All right, folks, the giveaway
You have a
is...
feature as a hand model, Chancellor.
The giveaway is now launched for the Dragon Eye Dice Bag. Type !join to be entered to win. This is again open to everyone except myself and my wife. All right, so back in the spider room. So the party has split 3 ways. Got it. I can do this. Alrighty. So where was I at? The spiders.
Are these things? I mean, are these like itsy bitsy spiders, or is a halberd going to be a thing that could be useful here?
Give me a animal handling check, and I'll tell you.
Ooh, 16 on the die. I'm guessing I don't have any kind of a. Oh, 17.
All right. So you know that it's a swarm. It's a swarm of small spiders, and that if you just try to swing at them as a group, that it's going to be they may take damage, but it won't be nearly as much. From experience with spiders and stuff like that in your past, you will still be able to hit them, but it is what it is. With
Gotcha.
that, Oddity, you are still who reached in? Circe, you reached in, right?
I did.
All right, so Circe, they are going to attack you. So the swarm comes towards you.
Sure.
And reaches out with a whole bunch, with hundreds of little tiny bites. And that would be a 17.
That does not hit, sir.
All right, so you can feel them starting to skitter up your legs a little bit. You can feel them starting to bite just a little bit, but they're not quite making it through the leather. With that, Deluge, you're up. Oh, not Deluge, sorry. Oddity is up. I wrote down the wrong name.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on them.
Fantastic.
I don't want to light this place on fire, so I can't use fireball.
All right.
That is 11 plus. Where is it? Plus 5, so 16.
16 hits the group.
Yay! And it's 1d8. Uh, 7 damage.
7 damage. So you see the Ray of Frost strike a group, and a portion of them have been frozen and wiped out, but they still look like the majority of the group is there.
They also move slower.
Yes. Is their speed halved?
This reduced by 10 feet.
Reduced by 10 feet. Good. So it's halved in their case. All right. Circe, you're up, and then we'll move to Deluge, and then we'll move back to the group, and then we'll come back down to the fighters.
Yeah, is it an action to light a torch, basically?
Yes, because you don't have it out already. If you already had it out, I would make it a bonus action. But to
Okay.
get it out and light it, I have to make it an action.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll back away from the hearth, kind of, stamping my feet as I get my torch out and get this torch lit. Just, if I can shake any spiders off me, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Deluge, what was your perception roll?
Dirty 20.
Fantastic. All right, let me go back. Uno momento.
Ooh, multilingual streaming.
No. I cannot.
That was it.
Our honeymoon was in Cancun, and it was the most embarrassing time of my life.
Yeah.
So you see the dirty entrance hall. To your right, there's a corridor that leads to the west wing of the house. The walls are bare and bits are smashed. Bits of smashed furniture lie on the floor. Near you, you're in the corridor that leads to the rear of the house. So you're standing in the opening that leads to the front of the house. There's a staircase on the eastern wall that climbs to the next story. You can kind of turn your head up and you can see that there's a balcony that overlooks the entrance hall on the north and west sides. The stairs, from what you can tell, appear to be safe to climb, though the balcony rail looks like it's broken in quite a few places. And there's another corridor that heads east where you entered the room. You also see 2 sets of recently made humanoid tracks. One set travels from the entryway towards where you are, kind of like right up the hallway where you guys were, and you kind of turn around and you can see, since you have a dirty 20, that this is a set of footprints that leads to the kitchen where the centipedes were. The other one leads away from the foot of the stairs and along the western corridor towards as you're facing right. So there's that hallway that's a little bit further down. They go down that corridor there.
All right. Possibly irrelevant question. What are the acoustics like?
Not great. You could hear Oddity and Circe beginning to say some colorful words as they're being attacked by a swarm of spiders. You could hear the door open for Rogelio. As he opened the door, you could feel the door opening as the air movement changed slightly in the house. And you can hear the crashing waves outside.
Stupid plan. Do the smart thing. Stupid plan. Do the smart thing. I am going to take out my ukulele.
Okay.
And I am going to say, since my friends can hear me, supposedly, since I can hear them, I'm going to say, anyway, here's Wonderwall, and cast And I'm going.
God, what the hell?
And I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Circe.
Okay, that's fine. I will definitely allow that to happen.
Oh man, I love you. Is that the add a D6 to any D20 roll?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's very kind of you.
All right, are you going to move into the room at all, or are you just going to kind of hang out there for a minute?
I'm gonna just hang out and admire the architecture.
Fantastic. All right, back to the boys in the kitchen. All right, what did I have you roll, Rogelio? Perception?
Yes.
Okay, what was it?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, you can re-roll it if you like.
Okay, that is a 15.
All right, you see the same set of footprints that Calder saw that came through the doorway. They go in front of you and down the stairs.
I think I'd step slightly over and just look down the stairs. Like, how far down do the steps go?
They go
Outside
down,
of my light?
outside of your light, yeah.
Okay, I'm not going down there then.
Are you standing on the top step and kind of looking down?
I'm just like at the very top of the steps, just peeking down. Like I haven't even stepped down a step yet.
As you step over there to begin to look down, there is a piercing scream that all of you can hear. I'm talking like, you know, the jump scare videos that they used to have on YouTube all the time that you get people to watch, and it was like, ah! It's like that. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
I
got a 10.
It's not on.
Dirty 20 for oddity.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh no.
13.
Okay.
So, hypothetically, what would happen if I got a natural 1?
Then it's just a 1 plus your modifier. It's okay.
So that would be a grand total of 2.
Oh, okay. So raise your hand if you have less than a 12. Okay, good. All right. You have disadvantage on all ability checks for 1 hour.
Oh, good.
That's dumb.
The scream was so much that it frightened you.
Gave me the willies.
Gave you the willies.
All right, so disadvantage on ability checks for an hour.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But we can all still hear Wonderwall playing though, right?
That's the real terror here.
Oh, I didn't add my
After all.
I gotta add my D6 to that. I forgot.
Well,
You don't have to.
You don't have to. If you use it once.
Okay, never mind. I'm going with it.
All right. So with that new revelation of the piercing scream, and I will say, for those of you that did the interrogation, the scream is very reminiscent of what Jameson was trying to describe that he heard.
Is it just like a scream and then it stops, or does it keep going?
It's a piercing scream that goes on for about, we'll say, 10 seconds, and then it dissipates just as soon as just seems like as though it started, and it seems to be coming from down the stairs.
Look,
Okay.
I know not everyone's a fan of Oasis, but
I love that song.
It seems like a horrible reaction.
And let's pick the winner for the Dragon's Eye dice bag.
Someone doesn't like your ukulele playing.
Did you say the Dragon Eye
Miss Misery.
dice bag?
Miss Misery won the Dragon's Eye dice bag. So Miss Misery,
Nice.
later or whenever, just get with me and I'll get it. I'll get your mailing address and I'll send it out to you. So we have left the limited edition set of Blood and Steel dice from Ogopogo Gaming, the Art and Arcana from Dungeons and Dragons, and the limited series for the core rulebook set. Those giveaways will be coming along shortly. Alrighty. So that was Rogelio Calder. What are you doing? Now
I guess I
now
would
that
have.
you're a little, you got the hair sticking up on the back of your neck. You just heard this piercing scream.
It's like, guess Rogelio, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You opened the door. What did you do?
It came from the bottom of these steps.
Maybe you should go fix it.
How am I gonna fix it?
I don't know. We killed these centipedes. Maybe that works. That will stop it. Said,
Maybe we should come back to these stairs after we find everyone else. I would walk back over.
That's probably smart. I guess I'll walk.
Who all was frightened by? Who all was hit with that? I know it was Circe. Was it you, Calder?
Yeah.
And
Also,
Brave
Deluge.
Paladin of Lathander.
Because yeah, well, I'm walking back with Rogelio back to find everybody else.
Yeah, we'd move back into the hallway.
okay, as you guys go back into the hallway, let's pick it back up with the combat. All right, so the spiders, whose movement speed is halved, are going to split, and they're going to attack both of you. Those that remain. All right, so Circe coming at you is a 19.
That hits.
And Oddity coming at you is a 17.
Hits.
All right. So, for that, I got to scroll back down. For that, you guys both take 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, I'm sorry. You take 5 points of piercing damage. And then it is Oddity's turn.
Alright, I'm going to Ray of Frost the ones closest to me.
Go for it.
It says it's a 14.
14 hits.
Yay. I don't have anything. So 6.
6, alright.
And
I'm giving you partial damage because you're doing damage to part of them. It all works out, don't worry. Alright. Circe.
Nothing else I can do.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on my attack roll, and I'm gonna try to, just thrust the torch into that swarm of spiders.
Go for
it. 12.
12. I will say that's enough because you're thrusting into the swarm. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Okay. That is 8.
8 damage. Noted. So with that, there's only a couple of spiders left, and they're in front of you, Oddity.
And I will Ray of Frost them again.
Well, they get to go first. But first,
Oh, that's right.
Deluge.
You know, I suddenly feel as though this song is not appropriate for the setting. So I'm going to switch it up to St. James Infirmary.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Well, no, how can I do this? Hey, did any of you... Yeah, pretty much. Do any of you guys regain hit points at the end of a short rest if you spend hit dice, specifically?
Anyone can?
I think we do. Yeah.
Do any of you?
I can.
All right. Then with the St. James Infirmary song, I'm playing the Song of Rest, which means you all regain an extra 1d6 of hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Does that include myself? Because boy, do I need it.
I'll give it to you.
Sweet.
Yay, 5.
Awesome.
Will we just roll 1d6 right now, or?
Yep.
That's what I understand with this description. So.
And that's at a short rest, right?
That's like if no, it doesn't make you have a short rest. It's
the
like
trigger is that if you gain health back from a short rest, then you also. So I guess what that means. Oh, so does that mean that you gain an additional D6 if you take a short rest?
I don't know, because it says if you or any friendly creature who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
I believe we had to be taking a short rest.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure,
Do you want to
so I
retcon
thought
that
maybe.
for when you guys take a short rest?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'll retcon that. You have not cast that yet. You can do that.
Okay.
Hold on to that when you guys do a short rest.
I mean, I can do it whenever, so I don't really have to worry about anything.
Okay.
But
anything else you'd like to do?
Now I'm just gonna jam away to St. James Infirmary.
Fantastic.
Great song.
All right,
Mhm.
Rogelio and Calder, you guys are leaving the kitchen and heading back into where the rest of the people are?
Yes.
You want to be where the people are, singing and dancing?
Yes. Can you move us back in?
Yes.
Thank you.
There's a party going on up in here.
And I think I would walk down to this area with deluges and step into this like large entry hall.
All right, description is the same. You have been able to see the footprints, so you are able to follow the footprints back into this room to the front door.
Oh, Rogelio, hi, what's up?
Resident, I will message you really fast, and then we'll take care of it from there.
Did you have you seen anything?
No, and the acoustics in here are terrible, so I sound awful. How are we supposed to make friends with a ghost if I can't properly perform?
That is a very good question.
I know, I always ask good questions. You don't need to be redundant.
I did find a set of stairs leading down somewhere. That's where I heard that scream came from.
Yeah, when he opened the door, that scream came out. So you can.
I thought that was you,
Rogelio
Calder.
there.
It does sound very similar to Calder's screams.
Yeah. I thought maybe you just didn't like my song. I know it's not for everyone. It's kind of a meme, but it's catchy.
What's a meme?
Huh. I don't know. It's if I'm being controlled by some outer party.
Where are Circe and Miss Oddity?
Well, we're going to get to them right now. So, Oddity, the remaining few spiders directly still in front of you reach out to attack, and they do not hit. So, Oddity, you have just a few spiders in front of you. What would you like to do?
Ray of Frost them again.
All right.
Natural 20.
All right. We won't even have you worry about the damage because at this point there's so few left. The ray of frost strikes true, and there's the crisp crackling of a winter's wind as the remaining spiders crystallize and explode, and they are now deceased.
I'll hand my torch to Oddity and finish retrieving the box from the mantelpiece there.
All right.
From the cavity.
So you open the box. Because what's in the box? Where was I?
More spiders.
Stop that, Rogelio.
There's now 5 swarms of spiders.
Woo! Yeah.
So for that one, there's a wooden box. Inside the box, there are 30 copper pieces and 2 small pouches. Give me an Arcana check.
Alrighty. Man, my dice rolling is scary tonight. How about 2?
You know these might have some purpose in alchemy, but you're not sure what.
Okay. I'll just open the box and show Oddity. Looks like we've got some copper here and a couple of pouches with some things that, I don't know, perhaps you might use this stuff.
I'll grab the copper, stick it in the bag of holding, and I'll give the pouches a quick shake to see what they are.
They're assorted alchemical powders that can be used in making different reagents.
Yeah, not interesting to me at all. And just again dump them down in the bag.
Okay. As they enter the bag of holding, they open a rift to another plane. All of you create new characters.
7 swarms of spiders exit the rift.
With that, you guys are no longer in initiative. What would you like to do?
I already gave
Never
you
have.
the 1 silver, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Never have much cared for spiders. I got like the full-on heebie-jeebies. You've known Bronze Mist to be kind of stoic, gentlemanly, quiet, and he's definitely. I don't like the feel of this place. I don't like the spiders. And what on earth was that scream?
I don't know. I think you put a bit of work and some holy water and one hell of an exorcism. This would be a very nice home. I think we should turn this into our headquarters.
All the above. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Out of character. Totally agree with that. We should totally turn this into our base.
Yes.
And
Totally in character. I'm down.
God.
and I'll wander out of the room and find everybody else.
Likewise.
As before we continue on, it is 9 o'clock, so I want to go ahead and get this next one done. I finally got the dice out that I wanted. So, those of you that have been gaming for a while may or may not have heard of this company called Ogopogo Gaming. They have a lot of really cool dice sets. They do a lot of really cool work. They recently did a limited run of 1,000 dice. They call these the Blood and Steel dice because they are clear acrylic, but on the inside there are little ribbons of red and little flakes of steel throughout all of the dice.
Wow.
Of the 1,000 that they created, only 754 of them passed inspection. Of the 754, once they gave away what they wanted to for those who were part of it, they are selling what is left. These are very limited edition. They do come with a D2. As a DM, I love D2s because that means I don't need to go scrounge around for a quarter, which I will lose to one of my players by the end of the evening. The D2 does have a number inscribed on the back. That number does correlate to the certificate of authenticity to let you know which dice set out of the 700 and some odd that they had left that I have for you. So this dice set is gorgeous. It does live in a tin on my desk because I'm afraid to use it. But they're incredibly nice. They're very well polished. They feel well. They come in a little commemorative tin that's really sweet. And like I said, you get a certificate of authenticity, which the nearest one I have is this one for the dice set that I actually have to give away. So you get the little certificate of authenticity that has the matching dice number to the coin, and then a little write-up on the back about Ogopogo Gaming. This is the next giveaway that we are launching for our channel for the 100 follower giveaway. That is the very same process as before. Anyone can win this with the exception of my wife. So with that, get your exclamation point joins in the chat and get in for this dice set. This is the last one that I have to give away because the only other one I have left here at the house that is for any other purpose is mine, and you guys aren't getting that one. So with that, you guys, I'll get you guys out of the room, and you guys wanted to move into the main part of the house, away from the screens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're free to move about.
You're now free to move about the country.
Alright, so I guess keep taking a look around this area here.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to sit at the bottom of the stairs and take a little rest.
You're going to sit on the bottom stair. Understood. Let me read my note. No, go ahead. Are you guys wanting to take a short rest at this time?
That's what I want to do for sure.
Man, I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I'm a hurting pup.
Certainly take one in this space.
I'm going to pull some rations out of the bag and just start handing them around.
All right, we will fast play the short rest. You guys go ahead and add your hit dice while you are being serenaded with a beautiful song, so you get to take an additional D6 for your, if you roll dice to gain health back during this short rest.
Any requests? No requests for specific songs, guys? No? Fine, then I'm gonna play Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
I haven't
What?
heard
No
that
one
one.
no one suggested anything,
At
so
least it's
here
not
we
Friday
are.
by whatever her name was.
Hey, that was a
Nice.
great
That was in my head.
song.
I gained 12 back.
Bastard.
Nice.
Yeah, I get
That was
12
one hit
back.
die.
And make sure you guys are using the short rest feature on D&D Beyond because it will reset anything that you spend that you gain back during short rest.
Right.
And just give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. All right. Wiley, you good?
Yes,
All right. So
that's cool.
roughly 15 minutes have passed. You guys were serenaded to a song "Party in the USA." Hooray! And you may now continue on. And do you guys want me to re-describe this room for you?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yes, please.
And I'll imagine that it's been pointed out, so I'll give you guys the full description. You guys are in the dirty entrance hall. To your right, there's a corridor that leads into the west wing of the house. The walls are bare, and there's bits of smashed furniture that lie upon the floor. You guys are standing in the corridor that leads to the rear of the house. There's a staircase that climbs the eastern wall to the next story. You guys have been sitting down for a while. You've been able to tell that there's about 3 or 4 spots upstairs where the balcony railing looks to be in total disrepair. Most importantly, you guys have seen 2 sets of humanoid tracks that come in from the front door, which is right here. And one set goes back down the hallway from where you guys came from, and the other one goes over to this hallway and that way down the hall.
I say we should follow the tracks, see whom or whoever was here before us were up to.
Agreed.
On the way to be sure.
Seems like the right thing to do, but I got to tell you, this place gives me the creeps.
I know, doesn't it just give you chills down your spine? Isn't it lovely?
Not in a good
quite
way.
spooky.
And we'll say that for those of you that currently have disadvantage on ability checks, you have about 30 minutes left, taking into account the short rest and the combat time, and giving a little bit of extra time.
Sounds
just
good.
Because. All right.
What time of day is it?
So I guess I'll start making my way down this hallway here. And so anybody would
I was going to say, during the short rest, I would have explained how I found the stairwell leading down in the kitchen. And that's where the scream originated from. Yes,
Well-
I've never seen anything like this. It's quite odd.
Well, if some horrible thing screamed from stairs that led down into what is undoubtedly an extra creepy basement, don't you think that's where we should go next?
Does seem like we should go there.
I mean, I don't know about you, but screams have always led me to some amazing things.
I would like to clear whatever's in this house so they don't close the door and lock us down there.
True.
Oddity's going to take out a torch and actually cast light on the torch itself instead of actually lighting it.
Okay. So,
I still have the... Wait, do I still have the orbs of
I've
light?
still
'Cause-
got a torch lit.
Yeah, you still have them up. I'll give them to you. If not, you just recast them because it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still. Yeah, if you don't have them, then you have them now. And
Yeah.
Oddity, you also now emit light for everyone to see. So
Mhm. I'm a scaredy cat.
And
I've
just
still
to,
got a
des-
torch lit.
just to describe it, the orbs of light that I cast look like little anglerfish that have just big orbs of light and they're just sort of swimming in the air.
fantastic, fantastic. That's the next type of fish I'm working on for Sea of Thieves. So All right. Feel
Alright.
free to move yourselves.
I guess.
Guess I'll follow Calder.
So wait, are we gonna go back check the screaming hallway, or are we gonna go
I think
down this hallway?
I think, like Audrey said, we should continue checking the house so nobody locks us down there.
I suppose.
I think
I
that
just
makes
like
the most sense.
screams. They mean such good things.
Yeah, so I guess down the hallway.
All right, so there's a door up and a door down and a door straight ahead.
All right, so which way you guys want to? You want to go right, left, or straight? Which door?
Right.
Right. All right. So we're gonna boost up here, and I'm gonna check the handle.
The door appears to be. You guys are going right. The door appears to be unlocked.
All right. I look back at everybody. I'm like, ready?
Ready?
Calder grabs the handle and slowly pushes it open.
All right. Are you guys all going in?
I'm following in.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This room was once a writing room or a study. Against the wall under the window sits a large wooden writing desk, partially broken and riddled with damp rot. There are 3 drawers on each side of the desk and a large central drawer. The last drawer, the center one, is closed, but the others are all open, and 2 of them have been broken open forcibly.
Let's walk up and take a look at the desk drawers. See if I see anything in there.
The ones that are open are all empty, but there is that center drawer that is locked. You go to pull on it and it is locked, but it looks to be undamaged.
I think I would try to open the locked drawer with my thieves' tools.
Okay.
That is a 23.
It opens with ease. And you see, as the drawer opens, there is old documents written in common. They seem to be receipts for purchases for various chemicals and laboratory equipment. Because you rolled so high on your thieves tool, give me a investigation check at advantage.
Okay. Natural 20.
All right. As you pulled open, there's another drawer, like a false floor that opens up, and there's a small compartment hidden inside of this drawer. Inside of that compartment, wrapped in cloth, are 2 glass vials, both containing 2 doses of potions of healing.
So did you say there are 2 glass vials,
It's
each
2 vials,
containing 2?
Yeah, two glass vials, each contains 2 doses. So so it's one that you can use twice.
Well, I think he would take one of those and quickly pop it into a pocket and be like, "Hey, I found one of these this glass vial. Looks like a healing potion. Anyone interested?"
Would I see Rohelia try to pocket that?
Well, let's play this fair. Give me a sleight of hand check, Rogelio. And what's your passive perception, Calder?
My passive perception is 13.
Okay.
25.
That is higher than everyone's passive perception, so nobody saw you do that.
Nice.
Except for the DM. He sees everything. All right, let's see who won the dice. Let's go ahead and finish this one up. Nerdy Viking.
Oh. Yay!
Da-da-da-da.
Awesome.
Did anyone want this healing potion though?
Calder's gonna grab it and he's like, we should put this in the bag of holding, for any shenanigans that we happen to get through later.
I feel as though I'm being specifically targeted.
Oh, he is. Calder's looking at Deluge as he's handing the potion to decided to put into the bag.
I think that's a wonderful idea, Mr. Calder. And I'll look at Deluge also.
I know that I'm a bit rambunctious, but I'm also very sturdy.
And thank goodness for that.
I've been out in the world far longer than some of you have, and yet you judge me for jumping down a well? There's usually water. I know water.
You're just somewhat reckless, and I'd hate to see your recklessness lead us into a bad situation is all.
I am not reckless. Everything I do is thoroughly planned out.
In Deluge's defense, I did once jump into a well, and there was plenty of water to catch me at the bottom. But that was a long
It's
time
usually
ago.
assumed. Don't worry, Deluge. I like you just the way you are.
You see, Oddity understands. She's also banking on me to die 3 times in order for her career to have any sort of legitimacy. But still,
I think Rogelia would look over the documents one more time, just because out of pure curiosity.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a intelligence check.
Like, are they? I guess he's really just looking to see if they're dated or anything like that.
Sure.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
8.
You do your best to make out some of the dates. You can start to see some of them. It's a lot of handwritten notes. You see various pieces of equipment, some that are familiar, like you might understand microscope and things along those lines. But when you look for the dates and the purchase places and prices, it just the paper itself seems to be so dilapidated that you're not able to make out any dates. But the paper itself looks rather old.
He would probably just leave it in the drawer and close the drawer back up. It doesn't seem tied to our immediate pursuit.
Okay.
Shall we continue searching?
Are there any
Scouter's
books in the
gonna.
Are there any what?
Are there any books in the room?
None in this room.
Okay.
I'll head back out in the hallway.
Okay.
I'll check this door right here.
It appears to be unlocked.
Well, would you like to check the room across the way then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll open the door.
All right.
Don't say it like that.
Goody. Let's see. All right. This room was once a library with bookshelves around the walls. Most of the shelves are broken, and in many places they have come away from the wall. Few shelves are still intact and empty, but a pile of books rest in the southwest corner.
I'll enter the room. It appears we've found the library, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Calder's got to take a look at some of the books on the shelf. You know, maybe.
D&D Diapers, thank you so much for the bit, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You are helping
Thanks,
towards
Corey.
the goal. Once we reach 5,000 bits on this channel,
Thanks,
I'm
Corey.
giving away I'm giving away a copy of Ghost in Saltmarsh. So that's a huge help towards that direction. Thank you so much, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
thank
love
you,
you,
my
man.
other favorite DM. I love you.
What? You all die.
What? He DMs for me. I have to love him or else he'll
Yes,
kill my
he is
other
a-
character.
He is a fantastic DM. I love watching him. So, what would you guys like to do?
Calder's walking around, you know, taking a look at some of the books that are still on the shelves. You know, maybe occasionally pulling one, see if maybe it opens up a secret door.
Most of the books on shelves are laying down and things along those lines. You give it a pretty good look. You're unable to find any secret doors. And there's that pile of books in the corner. There's a few pages of books scattered throughout the floor and stuff along those lines.
Any
I'm looking for
interesting
interesting
titles?
Yeah. Actually, there are 3 books that bear clear titles on their spines. You guys might want to write these ones down. The Magical Properties of Gemstones by the Archmage Tensor. The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers by the Archmage Tensor. The Metaphysics of Mathematics by the Mage Nystal. And I will copy and paste that into our chat so that way you guys have it.
Big Tensor fan here.
Do I see any floating discs?
Tons of them. No.
I'll take them and put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said those were...
Go ahead.
You said those were the only like ones that really had any, or like really could even be looked at anymore.
Yeah, they're the only ones that actually have clear enough spine. And actually, as you were putting the last book, The Metaphysics of Mathematics, into the bag of holding, a single piece of paper, of torn parchment, falls out of the book on the floor to your feet.
Look at it.
In common, there's only 2 words that are currently legible for you, and it says "Beyond Skeletons."
I'll show it around.
Well, that's not ominous.
Like I said, this place gives me the creeps. There's no 2 ways about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely oh, beyond skeletons. So
You
said it looks like there are other words, but those are the only 2 legible ones.
Between the dampness and the tear in the paper, it definitely came from a full-size piece of parchment. But what seems to be the only words that you're able to make out is "Beyond Skeletons."
Strange.
There are other lines of text that are written, but like I said, they're just too dilapidated to read.
Don't know.
Are there...
Right.
If I were to sort of follow the lines with my own quill, could I maybe rewrite out what was written with
Or
the
do a rubbing.
indentations in the paper? Yeah, like a rubbing.
Not really. It looks as though this is written in ink and over some time. And then just because the house is near the sea, because of the moisture in the air, and perhaps it looks like somebody maybe even spilled something on it. These lines are very heavily blurred. You can just make out that there was text, but you have no idea what that text was.
Prestidigitation
Right.
won't do anything, will it?
No.
I'll clean it. I didn't
No.
think so.
Would amending do anything to it?
No. It would give you an entire piece of parchment with just this section of text.
Yeah.
Good thought, though. I like that.
Well, perhaps we should keep moving through the house then.
Yes.
All right.
And
It-
beyond skeletons?
So there's a room in front of you.
I guess since I'm at the front of the column there, I would slowly open it and peek inside.
The door there is just a doorway. You guys should be able to move through there.
Oh, it's just a doorway? Okay.
Yeah.
I would step inside and take a look around.
All right. So the door that's on the north wall leads to a small patio. The paving is cracked and overrun with weeds. Other than a pile of refuse in the southeast corner, this room is completely bare. I will say, since you guys have been following it, there's that set of tracks. Let me see if I can mark it. Would be the best thing to do. The set of tracks kind of starts back here, and then comes here and then stops.
Stops in the middle of this room.
Yes.
Well, that's odd.
Very.
And as you guys are looking at that, I'll say just for flavor, give me either an investigation or a survival check. All of you.
All right. Are we out of that 30 minutes gone by? Or are we still?
You have about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, so I'm at disadvantage.
13 for oddity.
Okay.
17 for Rogelio.
Okay.
7 for Circe.
Okay.
5 for Deluge.
12 for Calder.
All right. With the exception of Deluge and Circe, you guys can definitely tell there's a little bit of foot movement around the area where it disappears, and you can see 2 handprints facing the other direction on the floor in the dust. But as you guys are looking close, so
Like I said,
a loud voice comes out, and I get to use my voice for this one. This is fun. Welcome, fools. Welcome to your deaths. From the floor.
Well, he seems nice.
I'd like, as an action, to use my divine sense.
Go for it.
So that's just going to tell me that the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. And
It detects good and evil as well.
you detect nothing.
That is awesome.
like
I
I
would
said,
have tried the same, so well done.
What by the name of
Yes,
Lathander was that?
Do the cards tell us anything, Oddity?
let's say if somebody can get some more light on this area of the floor.
Oh crap! I forgot
I'll
about
hold
this.
my
I need
torch
a
down.
wisdom saving throw from everyone.
Temperance.
I'll hold my torch down there too for color.
Oh, I don't know. Not good. It's not good.
Finally, a good roll. I got an 18.
Got an 18 as well.
Actually,
I
it's a
got
21.
14 because I'm still at disadvantage.
Okay.
Phew.
Okay. Rogelio, what
Right.
was yours?
Sorry, what was I supposed to roll?
Wisdom save.
Oh, wait.
That's a
4, technically.
13.
All of you pass and are not succumbing to the same frightened condition as before from the scream. 4?
I only got a 4.
Oh, your clock restarts. Oh no, you now are frightened for 1 hour. So you have disadvantage for 1 hour on all ability checks.
I scream and run in the corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. What did you say the floor was? It was tiles, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try prying up the tiles near where the footprints disappear.
Good call.
Is let's say I'll give Deluge a hand in doing that.
I just want to let y'all know that I have the ability to sense evil and the undead and fiends, and I don't sense the presence of anything, at least within the 60-foot radius.
Which seems quite out of the ordinary if this place is haunted.
I scooch a bit closer to him. I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Oh, ha ha.
I
Lovely.
think your ticker's on the fritz there, Circe.
So as you kind of start to inspect the floor and get ready to dig at it with your tools and all that fun stuff, you find a secret passage.
Ooh, yeah.
Dun,
Did we break through the tile, Indiana Jones style with
You were getting ready to, and then you could start to see the finger holds to open it up. And with that, we are going to take our break for this evening. We'll be launching the giveaway for Art and Arcana as soon. How about we do it while we're gone? Let's get that Art and Arcana one out of the way. What do you guys think? Yeah.
That
Sure.
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to launch the giveaway for Art and Arcana. Wiley, do you want to show off your art and arcana, please?
Ooh,
Look at the thickness and
Oh.
the heft. This is quite a tome.
Hmm.
Quite a tome.
So,
It's a beauty, eh?
in order to win a copy of Art and Arcana, all you gotta do is, as of right now, go ahead and drop !join in our chat to be entered. This is open to everyone with the exception of me and my wife. The final giveaway is going to be for the limited edition core set for the rule books from Dungeons & Dragons, the one that everybody wants. So with that, we're going to take a very quick break, probably about 10 or so minutes. Give everybody a chance for bio breaks to refill their glasses, to get some food and some snacks, and all that fun stuff. So thank you for hanging out. Feel free to chat with us. Somebody will probably be around. Ask us questions, and we'll see you guys in just a few minutes. All right, everyone, and welcome back. And I had forgot to do this when it happened, and I apologize greatly to D&D Diapers, but with his bit donation, you guys get another Dissonant Whisper. So you guys are sitting on 7 Dissonant Whispers at this point in time.
We should really use those.
7 pre-rolls. 7.
Nice.
7.
That's a pre-roll advantage, right?
5 and then 2 more. Yeah, pre-roll advantage or cause me to roll disadvantage. And the entries have stopped for the giveaway, so let's see who won the copy of Art and Arcana.
Oh, you're going to be glad.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Jesus.
You're out of
Hey.
control,
Dirty
Ragnar.
Viking.
Nice.
My
Nice,
volume is
man.
too low. I shall turn it up for you. Is that better? Let me know if that's better, Bronze Bottom.
Oh, roll today.
Congrats, Adam.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Don't worry, folks. The final giveaway, the players cannot win. So, now if I could win, I would just pick myself. If I figured out how to actually let it pick me. But anyway, yeah. Nerdy Viking, just feel free when we talk later to remind me that you won that too.
All right.
Yeah, because reasons. Alrighty. So, let's dive on in. What would you guys like to do now that you have found a secret passageway?
I think we should descend the said passageway.
I was gonna say first, can we check to see if there's a safe way to descend, or are we just gonna?
We could throw down Deluge.
Oh,
I'll wink at her.
You mute.
I would never.
You muted
Never dreamed.
Deluge.
You might be muted, Deluge. Can you not hear us?
Now we can hear
yeah,
you.
no, I'm good. Sorry, my mic was off.
You're good.
But yeah, is it just like a straight drop, or
Yep. You could see a
Yeah.
room below you. You would land on top of a table about 10 feet down.
oh, only 10 feet?
Yes.
Oh, sweet! I'm jumping in.
All right, so with that, I want to switch over to our view here. And it's going to be about 30 seconds while I get this set up. Because this is not a direction I had planned.
Crying.
Really, you hadn't planned this?
Well, I knew you guys would get there, but I didn't think that you would get there now.
As is often the case. The best laid plans of the DM are for naught.
All right. So,
Who's there when Shannon plays?
what do you guys think? How's the game going for everyone?
Good, good, good.
That's so far
I'm
pretty
loving
good.
it, man.
Oh, best kind.
Could have more lesbianism, but that's just a failure on my part.
Well, it's only the first day of Pride Month, so we're just easing into it.
All right, we're almost there. All right, so with that, we go back. The folks at home get to see it before you guys because I'm now transitioning your screens. So you are not in the room. You are 10 feet above the opening. Yeah, you see the room below you, and you hear movement.
It's up near the top. If anyone's lost.
I'm gonna hold my torch. Let me hold my torch down there a little bit, see if we can see anything.
Oh, you do. Good to know.
And that torch is probably getting ready to go out.
Yeah, and those of you who were affected by the first scream, which is now everybody except for Oddity, right?
I was not affected.
Right, you were
by
not
the
affected
first
by
screen.
Calder.
I was.
Yep.
I wasn't originally.
Yeah, I figured I was affected by the first one, so I
Your time
figured
is
it should be.
yeah, your time is running out now, so you're no longer on disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay.
Yes.
That'll probably be helpful.
Is the chamber below us lit?
Somewhat.
I'm just gonna send 2 of my anglerfish down.
All right. As you do that, there's a lot of commotion, and you hear weapons being drawn.
Oh boy.
My fish.
And is Deluge already down there?
No, you guys were looking down.
Okay.
Oh, I jumped, I thought.
Oh, okay. Well, Deluge, you were down there, and you see 3 figures aggressively drawing their weapons and moving towards you.
Hello, friends. This is clearly a misunderstanding. How are you?
And I guess
Do you
actually,
like the fish?
I misspoke. You guys are actually back here. Deluge, you didn't have to jump down. There were stairs right below it. So you guys
okay.
are all up here around the opening. And there was
Okay.
there was a small drop down to get to the stairs, but you were at the top of the landing of the stairs. Deluge, you can see the awesomeness of the room.
So I'm just gonna casually saunter down the stairs, trying to be friendly.
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody
And-
roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Oh, awesome.
All right. So, initiative being rolled 25 to 20.
Sorry, just rolled really well.
All right, 15 to 20. Okay, that makes this note really easy. All right. Let's go with 10 to 15. Holy crap. 5 to 10.
Surprise.
I got a 5.
7.
Okay. Rogelio, Calder. Okay. What's the rest of you get?
4.
Okay.
Ooh.
I rolled a nat 1, so I have a 3.
Oh god.
We're a really slow reacting party.
And Oddity, you said you rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not alone.
Oh. Okay then. Okay then. So how do I want to do this? All right. So let me pull up my notes here because I have to. Yeah. You see 3 figures moving at you, rushing up towards you on the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One can make it to you. This one's going to flank over here to the right. And she is going to draw out her short bow. And this one's going to take up a defensive position over here and ready. So, Deluge, at the top of the stairs, this bandit raises his scimitar and swings at you. Probably not hitting, though. It's a 10 to hit.
Nope.
So he misses with his scimitar. Then the female is going to, with her, I'm sorry, it's a longbow, is going to aim at you with a 21.
That might hit.
And you are going to get you're gonna take 6 piercing damage as the arrow pierces you.
Okay.
And the other bandit is going to hold its action. Now, top of your guys' order, Rogelio.
So, is there any space to pass by Deluge here?
You can, but you might not make it past the bandit. You could.
Is it possible for me to drop off the side?
Yes, I'll give that to you.
How far of a drop is it?
10 feet.
Okay.
It's less than 10 feet. It's like 8 feet.
I'm going to, I guess, kind of drop off the side.
Okay.
So I'll call that 5, 10.
We'll call it 5 feet.
Okay.
For your movement.
All right. And then, let's see here. I think I'm going to rush the person with the bow.
Okay.
I'm drawing both my blades as I move forward and take a swing at her with my main hand.
Go for it.
That's 17
17 hits.
for 6.
Noted.
And swinging with my offhand for 22
That's a hit.
for 8.
All right. So you come down with your rapier and your offhand's a dagger, right? Is that what it is? You have a rapier dagger combo?
I think it's came first.
Okay. But he comes down with his rapier, slashing at her arm and doing a really decent, deep gouge on the inside of her arm where her arm is up to raise with her bow. She is not going to be able to shoot a bow for the rest of the evening. And then he comes across with the dagger, and you kind of rip right underneath the armor, the light leather armor of her breastplate, exposing part of the skin and muscle and sinew underneath her stomach, on top of her stomach. And she doubles over in pain and is not looking very good. You are back now, yes.
Okay. And because of... Oh, wait. Do I have that yet? No, I do not have that yet. That's next level. Nope, that's it.
All right. Calder.
Alright, so I'm gonna come down the stairs. And I guess this is the one that's been attacking Deluge.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna basically come right here. I am gonna use a dissonant whisper. Figure why not. I'm gonna swing on him. So rolling with advantage.
Well, you'd actually be in the same space as Deluge because you'd have to hop down in order to hit him.
Yeah, I know what
you're saying. I got you.
So that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
There it is. That's D8. That is 8 points of slashing damage.
Noted. He is not looking good.
Then for my bonus action, I'm going to swing with my offhand for a 10.
10 misses. So your first one comes down and catches him in the shoulder. The second one, he's doubled over in pain, and as he doubles over and winces in pain, your bearded axe flies over the top of his head.
Alright, that's my turn.
Deluge, you're up.
I'm gonna Sparta kick this guy down the stairs.
I love it. All right, give me a strength.
This'll go well. Oh my god, natural 20.
All right. You Sparta kick him down the stairs. What is your strength?
+0.
No, what's your number? So it's 10?
It's, let's see. Yeah, it's 10.
All right. So you move him back 10 feet, and he falls to the ground. Roll a d4 for me.
Okay. If I can get to my d4s.
Would I get a swing of opportunity attack?
You absolutely would.
I rolled a 4.
All right, you rolled a 4, so he takes some damage as he hits the ground, and he is not getting up too soon. Calder, if you'd like to take your attack of opportunity, you may.
Alright. Nope, I miss. That'd be an 8.
Yeah, you miss. So you swing, but his kick to the chest from Deluge is just so strong and so powerful that he is out of your reach before you can get that swing across. So with that,
Yeesh. You said we can give player inspiration.
yes, you absolutely may.
I want to give Deluge inspiration for that. That was
Oh,
pretty.
thank you.
Yep.
That
So
was pretty
Deluge added
badass there.
inspiration to your character sheet. The way I play
Awesome.
inspiration is it gives you advantage. It's basically like another pre-roll, it's like a dissonant whisper. You don't have to use it ahead of time, though. You can say, I'd like to use my inspiration if you have a bad roll, but I will not. If you want to use your inspiration, you have to tell me before I give you the result of your action. So, like if you're doing an ability check or something along those lines, and you don't feel like your roll was strong enough, and you really want it to happen, you can use your inspiration to re-roll, and that is good for 24 hours. All right. Deluge, are you doing anything else now that you've kicked them down the stairs?
Well, let's see. That was my action. So what can I do as bonus action? No, I'm good.
All right. Circes. From your perch, you have watched Calder come down, swing, and hit, and then miss, and Deluge just straight up Sparta kick this guy down the stairs.
Are these 5-foot squares?
Yes, they are.
15, 20. I'm going to move down to here to engage with this bandit. I
Okay.
think if I just kind of jump down the side of the stairs.
Yep.
Is that gonna? This guy's down, right?
He is down, and he's not going to get his attack of opportunity. He is pretty hurt. But since you have moved into range, this guy who is ready in an action is going to take his attack before you. So he is going to swing at you with his scimitar.
Can I use my 10-foot reach to hit him before he can hit me? Because
You can, yeah.
covered?
Yeah, you can.
Let's
So
do
you-
that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That is an 18 on the die, 22.
That's a hit.
All right. And that's 10 damage.
10 damage. Noted. He is not looking good. Your halberd strikes him right in the chest. He is hurting.
That'll wrap up my turn.
All right. Oddity.
I'm gonna come down and probably sit about halfway down the steps.
Okay.
Because again, I'm still scared. And I'm just gonna toss a firebolt right at the one at the bottom of the steps lying down there.
All right. He is prone, so you have advantage.
I actually didn't roll. I dropped the dice. I'm gonna re-roll. 12.
12. That is a hit.
12 again. So, it is 1d10. Where's the die I like? And 8 damage.
8 damage. So your firebolt comes out and it reaches the dwarven beard of the bandit and it ignites it on fire and it goes up around the face and you can see him start to scream, and as he inhales, the fire from his beard goes into his mouth and down his throat, and his eyes roll back in his head, and you can hear him coughing, which turns into a death rattle as he falls lifeless on the floor from his prone position.
Oh, damn.
Now, my turn. All right, so this bandit is going to move forward and engage with you, Circes, and the scout is going to drop its bow and draw out its scimitar against you, Rogelio. So let's deal with Circes because he's at the top of my page. That is a 19 with the scimitar.
That's a hit.
All right, so you take 4 slashing damage. The one that you were engaged with, Rogelio, is going to... I'm sorry, it's a short sword, not a scimitar. Is going to swing at you twice. It's a 19 for the first one.
Hits.
And a 7 for the second one.
Second
So the
one
short
was-
sword comes out and swings and hits you for 5 piercing damage. The second one, as you kind of wince in pain a little bit, you're able to narrowly dodge the second one. as it comes and strikes the bed next to you. And with that, we move on to Rogelio.
I'm going to raise both my blades at her, which you didn't hear me, but I said I have 2 rapiers.
That's right.
I'm going to raise both my blades at her and say, "You're going to lose this fight. Drop your weapons."
And she's never.
All right, well, I swing at her. 20.
20 hits. Yeah, that hits.
And that is 10 damage.
Your rapier, as she scowls at you and says "never," your rapier comes across and slices her face open, comes down the jaw into the throat, and stops at the crook at the top of the chest plate. And you just push in, and she falls over in a pile of blood and lifelessness.
I'll kick her off the blade and then again move over near this guy. The same. "Listen, friend, you can live if you stop this fighting."
He's not even paying attention to you.
All right. I'm not gonna attack him because I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. Calder.
Alright, so I'm gonna basically make it my way down the rest of the stairs. I will close ranks around this guy with Rogelio and Cirrus, and basically it's be like, I'll give you this opportunity. Throw down your weapons and surrender, or we'll have to end this.
He scowls at both of you and says, "Sandblatt will deal with you if I'm no longer here." And he raises his scimitar.
Alright, in that case, Calder's gonna bring his axes down on him.
I'm sorry, could he repeat who he said would take care of us?
He said the name Sandblatt. Sandblatt. Sanbalt.
Okay.
Alright, so my main swing's gonna miss with an 8.
Yep.
But with my bonus action, I'm gonna bring the other axe around. Nope. That's a 2.
You were just trying to get him to surrender. Those the show of force, right?
Yeah, through sheer force, yeah. Fear. That dice is going over here for it now.
All right. Let's see. Deluge. Our Sparta kicking, well diving bard. What are you doing?
I'm gonna just come to the bottom of the stairs next to Oddity. I'm gonna pat on her shoulder and tell her it's gonna be alright. And then I'm going to look this guy dead in the eyes. And in Dwarvish, I'm going to say, "What's your life worth to you? My bet is it's worth less than I think it is." And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
I love Dissonant Whispers. For the folks at home, why don't you walk us through Dissonant Whispers? It is my favorite spell of all time. That's why our special dice are called Dissonant Whispers. Anyway.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature can hear, racking it with terrible pain. It has to make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed saving throw, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
And what is my save?
You have to make a 12 wisdom save.
It is a failure.
Yay. So 3d6 psychic damage. Oh goody. It's gonna be 11.
All right. So you guys see Deluge come down, and even though you're not supposed to be able to hear the Dissonant Whisper, I like to have the etherealness at play. So you hear the wind pick up ever so slightly. There's almost a murmur reverberating off the walls. The guy looks around. His eyes get wide. He starts panicking. He reaches up and starts to cover his ears, and it's not enough. You see the blood begin to pour out of his nose and from behind his eyes as he falls to the ground, screaming once, twice, and then exhausting himself to nothingness. I love Dissonant Whispers so very much. Anyway, And with that, you guys are no longer in initiative. Who wants to check out the room you're in?
Yeah, that's
I'll have a
I'm gonna
picture.
check the body of the dude that I just brain destroyed.
All right. Let me see. You find a key that looks like it goes to a Foot Locker, and 5 gold pieces.
Sweet.
Yes, I'll check the other body of the one that Deluge Sparta kicked down the stairs.
All right. On the one that Deluge Sparta kicked down the stairs, you find another key to another Foot Locker. You also find 2 platinum pieces.
I'm gonna go check the archer.
All right. On the archer, you find another key to a Foot Locker. You find a rough cut emerald, and you find 4 silver pieces.
I think I'm just gonna look around the room.
Okay. So this is it's a chamber that's lit by a couple of torches. It was once a large cellar, but has since been converted into living quarters. There's 10 crude beds standing along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden trestle table ringed by rickety stools dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, dirty plates sit atop this table. A cook stove is installed near the table, and evidence of recently cooked meals sits in a pot atop of it. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove, and a sturdy set of stairs leads from the trapdoor down to the floor. There are 2 wooden doors on the east side of this room.
You're gonna look back at everyone and be like, well, that was only 3 of them. Certainly appears there could be more hiding here somewhere.
You guys will see Circe listening at the 2 doors.
All right, give me a perception check. And are you guys wanting to check the Foot Lockers or anything like that?
Yes.
Same.
All right, so let's deal with the Foot Lockers really quick. 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna go over with Circe.
All right, so you guys found 3 keys. So we'll say, just for brevity, this one and the 2 next to it, you guys, the keys fit into those ones. You're able to open these ones up. All the other Foot Lockers are locked, but they seem to be pretty simple. And the Foot Lockers you guys are able to open, you find just regular run-of-the-mill stuff. There's like a change of clothing, maybe a notebook or something like that with no real notes in it, some dice, some playing cards, and there's also, we'll say, collectively you find 3 coin purses that hold a total of 30 gold and 45 silver.
And I guess we'll split that up later.
Mm-hmm.
I have 12 perception, Crania.
All right. For the room that you are listening to, which is I think the one to the north, correct?
Sure.
You can. Let me see. Let me double check something. You can see that we're getting ready to launch our final giveaway. Good transition. Good transition. Right? Yeah? Points.
Smooth.
Yeah, perfect. So, for those that don't know, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. This is what we are giving away. This is the top prize for the Race to 100 followers. This is the copy that I have. It's still wrapped in plastic because, yeah, it's still wrapped in plastic. So this contains the Player's Handbook, the Monster's Manual, Dungeon Master's Guide, and DM Screen. It is the alternative cover set. So, see if I can hold it to where you guys can see it. I need to move this so I can see if you guys can see it. And you guys can
Since
see
we're on the battle map,
yeah, let me
there's
move
no camera for you right now.
So these are what the covers look like. They're the alternative covers. They're incredibly kick-ass. This is my gift to the followers of this channel for helping me reach my goal of getting to 100 followers before the end of May.
They can't see your cam there, Cranio.
They should be able to.
I think the map is over you or something.
I can see him now.
But yeah, it's there now. So this is what the next thing is. This is awesome. I cannot wait to give one away. So with that, let me get that giveaway set up. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Go ahead and get that exclamation point join in the chat. Now, I want to make sure that I'm perfectly clear. This is not open to the players, myself, or my wife. So this is for you guys, the followers, not the players, not the DM. This is a chance for you to win something incredible. So with that, while that giveaway is moving along, yeah, I'm sorry, Cranium Mom, you can't win. But you already win. You got me as a husband. Yay. Awkward. So, you do not hear anything in that room.
Okay. As I giggle to myself, knowing the DM is sleeping on the couch tonight, I will listen at the other door.
All right, you hear some shambling.
Like, is it like mound type shambling, or?
You hear just movement, just generalized movement.
Okay, I'll back away from the door and come over here to Rogelio. It sounds like there might be some folks behind that door over there to the east.
Oh, I should mention that the door that you first checked, I didn't see this because it was on another screen. In common, written in chalk, above the door is the word danger.
On this door? Or the one with
That
the
one
north
to the
door.
north. Yep.
This one here.
Okay.
Did somebody say danger?
Oh, my bad. No, that's backwards. The danger one's on this one. My bad. New DM,
Oh.
who dis?
Okay, so it sounds like there may be some people behind that dangerous door there. Is there anything anyone would like to do to maybe cause a surprise? We could throw the door open and maybe get the jump on them.
I can use Mage Hand. Oh, wait. Do I have this character? I did. No, I don't. Wrong character. Never mind.
Why don't you guys give me a perception check on that door itself? Since you guys did the one for the top, let's do one for the one to the east as well.
That's 14 for me.
Okay, that's enough. There's a bar on this door on the outside, so it's locked from your side. But the bar has been bent from the other side of the door, as though something has tried to come through the door into the room that you were in.
Let's not open that door yet.
Perhaps we go through the other door and maybe there's a better way into that room.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, it's I guess Calder starts to make his way over. He sees that the bent bar. It's like, yeah, I think we should go the other way. Let's leave it alone for right now.
All right, are y'all ready then?
Yes.
All right, I'll go ahead and open the door.
Which door are you opening?
The north door, sir.
All right. So, sorry, I was getting caught up on chat. So for that door, everyone dies.
Next.
It's a portal to hell.
I'll
Welcome,
move-
folks.
I'll move you in, Circe, that way everybody can see where Circe is now?
Nope.
Actually, we can go through this door.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I just
Oh,
moved
okay.
myself in.
Um,
Or I moved.
So, unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishings and appears to be well cared for. A comfortable-looking bed in the northwest corner has a wooden locker at its foot. Small wooden table stands against the east wall with padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass three-branched candlestick with burning candles, provides room with bright light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent. Under the table is a small wooden box with an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On a shelf above the table sits 3 books. In the northeast corner is a closed wooden wardrobe.
Wait, you said the candles are lit.
The candles are lit, but they are far, and they've been used, but they are far from being finished.
Okay, that's
Perhaps they
yeah. I was gonna say nobody just walks out of a room and leaves candles burning. You know, that's a fire hazard here. Look at all this dried wood.
I'm gonna look under the bed.
You do not see anything under the bed that would surprise you. Maybe.
I'll take a look at
few
those
desk
books.
All right. So, the first book you come across is a volume of erotic poetry, fully illustrated.
Deluge grabs it.
The next book you come across is a naval almanac listing tide times for the area of the coast around Saltmarsh. And this is where you learn that there's about a 100-mile coastline that is covered.
I think I'll hang on to this. This may come of some use. Maybe put it in our bag of holding.
And then there's a treatise concerning the demigod Lurs and his minions. I'll put those 3. Yeah, I'll put those 3 in our chat for you guys.
You said there's a footlocker as well.
Yes, there is a footlocker.
Does it appear to be locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
Calder's gonna kind of take his axe and like step back a little bit, but try to like push it open with the axe. You know, just try not to be right in front of it when he opens it up.
All right. Inside that footlocker, you find a fancy floor-length oilskin coat. There's numerous pockets within the sleeves, and it is the pockets are empty, and it's trimmed with iridescent green silk. Actually, when you looked underneath the bed, give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
All right, that's definitely high enough. You find a hidden compartment, and you reach in, and there is a book. And on it, it says, Samblet's Blessings.
Ooh. I'm gonna read it.
You open the book to find out that it is, in fact, some individual whose name is Samblet, their spell book.
Ooh. I'm gonna give it to Circe.
Nice.
I'll take a look at it. Interesting. I don't know that I have much use for it, but we certainly wouldn't want to have it in the hands of whoever this Samblet is.
How about you, Oddity? Can you use it?
I'll hand it to her.
I honestly have no idea.
Well, I'll
I'll
let you
put it down the
guys
bag.
figure that out. I will let you know what spells are in there. And I'll do my best to get this to you guys as well.
Calder takes out that oilskin coat and kind of holds it up, looks at it. It's like, does it look like his size? Yeah, like, is it like a one-size-fit-all, or is it a tailored fit?
It looks like it's been tailored a little bit, but you could try it on if you'd like.
Calder puts it on over top of his chainmail, his leather and chainmail shirt.
Fantastic. I was hoping you would do that. Have you guys ever heard of the Rugged Smothering? This is not it. So, no, it's a little tight in the shoulders. And I copied the spells that are in the spell book because this person is a wizard, and so they have to have their spells prepared in a spell book. So you can see the spells.
Nice.
It's in the bag of holding now.
You know, I'm going to try something. Calder, can I see that jacket just for a moment?
He's like looking at it. It's like, it's a little tight in the shoulder. I can get that fixed. takes it off, hands it to Deluge.
I'm gonna gently lay it out on the bed. I'm gonna pull from my person a pearl and an owl feather,
Mm-hmm.
clap them together in my hands, rub it, and then just feel up this jacket. Is it magic, and can I identify?
It is not magic.
It looks like it would be so magical. What a waste. I suppose you can wear it. It seems rather useless to me.
I think
I gotta get the shoulders, take it out. It's all snug up there. Must be somebody that doesn't really do some physical activity. So it's gonna have to get that tailored. He'll take it. He'll wrap it up and throw it into his bag.
It does make you look quite flamboyant. I'm not sure if you'll be attracting the right kind of attention.
We could always get that tailored to fix.
I don't think you understand what I just said.
I think it's perfectly flashy.
Calder,
it's
it's like
But I
great
do it
idea.
my circus.
The entries have stopped for the giveaways, so let us see who has won.
Here we go. Drum roll, please.
Resident Zelda, you have won.
Nice.
Raps.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Starter set and the big books.
Yes.
Good
Now
night.
you're really
Yeah, so
ready.
you are ready to play.
Yeah.
Rigged. So, Resident Zelda, when you get me your information, I will get this sent out to you as well. Congratulations. It is a prize that many would want, I assure you. So,
Thanks for following.
yes, thank you. You got there. Once you move that coat out, you also found a small wooden box underneath the coat. Would you like to open it?
Yes.
why?
All right.
Why not?
Inside the small wooden box, there are 12 candles, flint and steel, and a piece of parchment that details a method of communicating with a ship.
Said
Does-
12 candles and a parchment.
A parchment that contains a way to communicate with a ship. And I'm posting that in our chat as well.
Again, that may come in handy like that nautical tide information and so forth.
Can I see that? May I see that piece of parchment?
Calder hands it over to Rogelio.
Would Caldor recognize it though? He's a sailor.
Yeah, would I
mean,
recognize it as well with my sailor background?
You're just trying to see if like anything in particular about it. It's just the tide schedule.
no, the parchment with the signaling system.
Oh, there's nothing common about it. It's just a way to signal using the lantern from the shore to signal a ship off the coast.
Oh, then we should certainly bring that lantern with us.
And it indicates using the bullseye lantern, looking for the ship and facing the ship, and then using the method that I've posted in our chat.
Grabs, I guess, Calder grabs the lantern and motions to Oddity to put it into the bag. It's, anything? Do we see anything else in the edit for it?
No, but I will say that as you guys are like putting those books in, the Triest about the demigod, another piece of parchment falls out to the floor and lands at your feet.
Pick it up and read it.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on the door while they're
Mm-hmm.
checking through things.
All right. So on this piece of parchment, also in common, who's reading it?
Deluge, I suppose.
Can you speak Goblin?
Goblin, no.
Okay.
Dwarvish, yes.
It's in common and then in another language. Can anybody read Goblin or read or speak Goblin? Okay.
Nope.
But you can read the common one. There's words, and then there's words that you can't read underneath it. I would say that you've been around long enough that you recognize it as goblin, but you don't know how to read it. It has these words: stop, fight, lift, come.
Ah, I'm going to try something.
Yes.
Is there like a torch thing on the wall or like a fireplace in this room?
Yes. There's a fireplace and there's the candles.
Awesome. I'm going to go over to the fireplace, gather up some soot in my hands, pull out a vial of salt, rub it on my hands, and then like inhale really deeply and cast comprehend languages.
Okay. So, you see the words continue on. There's a bunch of common words, and the words below them are in Goblin, and it is how to say those words in Goblin. Much like how I have the name Seer Sis written on my desk in phonetics, so I can understand how to say Wiley's name. That's what this is. It's a way to translate into Goblin in simple command words. So stop, fight, lift, come, attack, defend, things along those lines. You now have a way to speak to goblins in command words with their common counterparts. So you basically have like the Rosetta Stone for goblin.
Awesome.
This makes me think if he's got command words in Goblin, and we just walk by a door that's barred shut, what's on the other side of that door out there?
Let's go say hello.
Perhaps that's where the goblins live. Seems to make sense to me.
All right. So you guys leave the room?
Mhm.
Yes, I think so.
All right.
Oddity is just gonna move back out of the way.
And we'll say, Oddity, that with the combat, the looking through the room, looking through this room, at this point in time, we'll say it's been close to an hour, close enough that I'll go ahead and remove your frightened condition from you.
Yay.
I.e., the DM knows some shit. All right, so again, the bar is on the outside of the door. It is metal. It has been bent into the room where you guys are on. You can move the bar out of the way, and that would allow you to open the door.
Well, see what happens.
Let's go say hello.
Yes.
I'm ready to go for
All right, so I will remove the bar from that door there. And when my counterparts say that they are ready, I will open the door.
The
Counter's
bar.
got,
Go ahead. You guys ready?
yeah,
Yep.
Counter's got both his axes out. He nods to Circe.
Okay.
The bar securing the door is easily lifted. The room was sealed after discovering what was within. Light spilling in from the large room behind you barely shows you that the chamber is only about 12 feet across. At the corners are filled with shadow. What little you can see is dingy and dirty. And as the door opens and the light pours in, there is a deathly rattle of screams. All of you roll initiative as from the darkness, 6 skeletons make their way towards you.
Oh, this is good because it did say beyond skeletons, so you know, we're getting there.
Hey, B42, thank you so much for the raid. We're out here playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. I reached 100 followers, so I had a huge giveaway. Thank you so much for the raid. We are doing Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which is a book that came out, what was it, guys, last week? 2 weeks ago?
Mhm.
2 weeks ago
right
on
about
Tuesday.
that.
We are on session 2. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons, please hang around. If you like Sea of Thieves, catch me Monday through Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. So, for initiative, 25 to 20.
23.
20.
23?
Yes, I rolled a natural 20.
All right.
I'm using these dice every week. They're so good.
So, a dirty 20 for a counter.
All right. 15 to 20. Okay. All right. 10 to 15.
14.
14 for Rogelio.
11.
11 for Circes. All right. So, Oddity?
5.
Got it. So, Deluge with the surprise super high initiative roll. You're up first.
I step into the room, send in my anglerfish lights, and let out a tiny scream. Just a little. Just like an ah! And then I quickly stab the thing in front of me.
Go for it.
Or I'm going to try to quickly stab the thing in front of me. We're going to see how well that goes. That's going to be a 13.
13 hits.
Yay! For 7 damage.
7 damage noted.
And I think that's all I can do right now.
The scream and stab method. All right,
Yes.
so now let the shambling commence. Alrighty. Yeah, it's gonna get a lot of fun.
I'm fine.
All right, so you have 3 that can reach out to try to stab you with short swords. You have 7 dissonant whispers.
I'm gonna tell you to definitely roll with disadvantage 3 times, please.
Absolutely. So let me reduce your dissonant whispers by 3. That's off the table. I can't count that. Oh, okay. First attack. First roll was a 19. Second roll was a 2. So I do not believe a 6 hits you. Let's go over for number 2. Here we go. So I see a natural 20 on one die and a total of 6 on the second die.
Does not hit.
Third one. Here we go. So the highest one is a 19. The other one, I need you to do me a favor and roll 1d6.
6.
All right. I want you to pick any of the 3 skeletons around you.
The one that I did the scream and stab with, please.
Fantastic. The one that's directly in front of you swings at you with his short sword, and you seem to just be at the scream and stab method, and you backed away, and the blade misses in front of your face and strikes into the chest of the skeleton, sending bits and pieces of bone everywhere as he kills his friend.
Yay! Oh, that was fun. I like that.
All right. Calder, you're up.
Alright, so Calder is going to come running in, kind of behind the whole thing as everything's happening. He sneaks in through and he comes up and he will go right. Actually, if he goes past there, he'll come right here. Can he make it right here?
Yes, he can.
And he is going to swing on the skeleton in front of him. That is a natural 20.
Nice. Good night, Cheswick student. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
D8 double, and then so it's going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
All right. So much like before, you come in with your bearded axe and you slice into the shoulder plate armor of the skeleton, and you feel a little pop as the head of the skeleton leaves the rest of the body, and it falls to the ground. The head slams against the wall and shatters.
Then I am going to bonus action swing with my offhand axe on the one this one right here.
Yep.
That is a 19.
19 hits.
For 9 points of slashing.
Noted.
And then, yeah, I can't go because if I leave, I'll take that opportunity attack. All right, that's my turn.
Rogelio.
I'm gonna walk up, try to see what's going on in here. I guess I'll kind of move past everyone and step on top of this pile of bones.
Okay.
Which one of these did Calder swing at?
The one to the north.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one here.
So I'm actually going to swing on the one to the south first
Okay.
with my main hand. 16.
16 hits.
5 damage.
Noted. Your rapier strikes true.
And
Piercing.
I'm going to use my sneak attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, I never remember.
It's
It's just
10,000
D6.
It's 10,000 d6s.
For 5 more damage.
5 more damage. Noted. It is looking even more dead.
Then I swing back at the one that Calder hit my offhand,
Okay.
and that is a 8.
You swing and you miss.
And that's me.
All right. Then we are to Circes.
Okay, y'all are going to see the paladin of Lathander wade in. And whatever's closest to him, he's just going to pound on. Has this guy right here taken any damage yet?
Yes, he has.
Right. Circes is just going to pound on this guy with his halberd.
All right, go for it.
By the light of Lathander, I smite thee. And, yeah, that's what's going to happen. 2 hands over his head with the halberd. Golly, and a 9.
Lively Thunder. It falls a little short. You glance off of the ruined leather armor scrap. You seem to have maybe misjudged the dimensions of the skeleton by a little bit.
That will conclude my turn.
All
That
right.
kind of fizzled right there.
Oddity, with renewed vigor, no longer frightened. What do you do?
What's everybody's height?
I think you muted.
I can hear you.
Thank you, long shot. With that, you guys get another dissonant whisper. Thank you for the follow. I
Nice.
appreciate it.
Rogelio's like 5'9", 5'11" ish.
Okay.
I don't know. Like 5'5".
Okay. I know Circes is like 7.5 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
6, 7.
same thing. After like 6'4", it's just tall.
Just all tall. Yep.
Calder, how tall are you?
I think he's about the same as Rogelio.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about 5'11".
Okay. Oddity's barely 5 foot, so she's gonna kind of wiggle into the room, and if she has to, drop down on the hands and knees and shove a firebolt between somebody's legs.
Oh, okay. Because I am the type of DM that I am, I need to know whose legs you're firing between before you roll.
I need to see who's around. Probably be Delusions, the way the room is.
Okay.
So
All right,
it would
go
be
ahead.
This one right here.
All right. I've had it happen
Oh,
to where
shit.
people singe each other's man bits. So
That's a 16.
16 hits.
Okay. And this one. 10 with my 10s. 8 damage.
So I would be the worst DM in the world if I didn't take advantage of this opportunity to say, so here's what happens. Deluge, you're standing there, you did the whole scream and stab thing, you saw your party members run in, a couple skeletons fell, and you're feeling a little bit more sure of yourself. You feel a little bit of pressure behind your knees, and you feel yourself just kind of pushed a little bit forward, and you look down, and from between your knees, a firebolt comes flying out and strikes the skeleton in front of you, bursting it into nothingness and bone dust to the ground in front of you.
Normal Tuesday afternoon.
There we go.
I'll throw a little player given inspiration at Oddity for that bit of engineering.
There you go, Oddity. You have yourself an inspiration.
Ooh.
Well done.
All right. So, Deluge. Typical Tuesday night.
Yep.
You're up.
All right, let's see. I'm going to just be like, excuse me, and get up here. And I'm going to take a whack at this guy with my rapier, the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
That is going to be a 9. Probably doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
All right. And so I'm just going to scream. Ah!
Nice. All right. I'm going to move the dead bodies just to clean up my screen a little bit. Just up to the top of the room for right now. Just so if you see yourself move, I'll move you back. Just because this is a lot in a little tiny space. All right, cool. All right, so this one is going to come down here. And we're going to have an attack on Deluge, an attack on Calder, and an attack on Rogelio.
All right.
Can I give player given inspiration to Cranium Mom?
You
For her quip and
absolutely
chat?
can. You absolutely
She
can.
says, "Fire in the hole."
Cranium Mom, you have a player given inspiration, which allows
That's
you
awesome.
to re-roll anything without knowing the result first. So you have that for 24 hours. Use it for something awesome, like a diaper change. So I'm so gonna sleep on the couch tonight. My office is great, guys. I love it. I should put a bed over here. I know. So the first attack will go just top, middle, bottom. We'll do Deluge. That is a 22 coming at you.
I guess I'll let it hit.
Calder, that's a 20 coming at you.
That hits.
Rogelio, that is a 12.
Distant Whisper.
Okay. I will reduce your Distant Whisper by 1. It's a good thing you did that, sir. That is a... I need you to roll me a d6. It was a 12 to begin with, and then I rolled a natural 1.
3.
Yes, Cranium Mom, I understand you control my air conditioning down here. Please don't hurt me. So you rolled a 3? All right. For the people who... So Deluge and Calder, you both take 5 piercing damage. The one that is directly to the north of you, this one here, Rogelio, the one that swings at you, which is the one over here, swings and misses widely and hits that skeleton, doing damage to it. You said 3?
Yes.
All right. So, we are now to Calder.
All right, so Calder's like almost getting little remembrance of his raiding days. You know, it's almost this. Almost reminds him this is like a shield wall, and so he's gonna take his axes and he's just going to smash in against this one skeleton right there. And he's going to swing, and he's going to do a. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Your bearded axe comes straight through the top of the skull. It easily splits the skull in two. You continue down, and you open up the chest plate completely. And as it rips open, the little tiny tuft of blue etherealness that helps the skeleton stay together dissipates into nothingness, and the remaining skeleton falls to the ground.
So it's like I'm thinking, like as I'm swinging, I'm running through, trying to smash through the lines. Then I'm gonna come up to here, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to swing with my offhand.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
That's a dirty hit.
For 7 points of slashing damage.
All right, so you come down onto the side of the skeleton, and I will say that with the 7 points of damage, you cleave one of the arms off. So it will have disadvantage on its attacks.
And that's my turn.
Rogelio.
All right. So swinging at the one that just had its arm removed. Yes. Wow. 8.
No.
Swinging again. Oh, wow. 12?
No, just you hit the armor and the blade bends just a little bit, but it's not enough to push through.
Well, yeah, swinging wildly over here.
All right, Circe.
Okay, I'm going to step up and try to finish this guy off with the halberd.
Go for it.
How about a nat 20?
Nat 20 is good.
Nice.
What do we do with damage? Is that 2 dice or double the dice? How do you guys handle that?
Either one's fine.
All right. First dice was a 1 and a 6. Plus 2 is 9 total.
All right. Your halberd cracks into the solar plexus of the skeleton, and again, that etherealness that holds it together just dissipates into nothing, and the bones shatter and fall to the ground.
All right.
Thanks for the assist.
My pleasure. Not a fan of the undead.
All right. Oddity.
I am going to move up behind Deluge.
Fire in the hole.
And if I can reach around her and get a decent sight, I will do the same thing. Another firebolt.
It's so late at night, guys.
That is 22 to hit.
That definitely
Nice.
is.
Nice.
8 damage again.
8 damage. All right. Back to the top of the order. Deluge.
Okay, I want to try something.
Okay.
I imagine that after Calder cut off the one's arm, it went flying. I want to try and grab that arm
Okay.
and then smack the crap out of this guy in front of me with his friend's arm.
Do it. Give me a dex with proficiency.
Oh, excellent. That's going to be a 15.
You are able to grab the flailing, dismembered arm from the air as it flies out by you.
Should I just roll it like it's a rapier? Because it's not really an unarmed attack, you know?
In fact, it's a double-armed attack. Yeah, roll like a rapier. I'm fine with that.
Alright, so that's going to be a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. You are able... I will say that you bring the hand across the face of the skeleton and you bitch smack him.
Nice.
I'm gonna just yell, "Witty pun!" and slap him in the face.
Oh, man. All right. The skeleton that you just yelled witty pun at is kind of going to look at you like, what? And he's going to reach out and try to stab you with a short sword. That is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 5 piercing damage.
Ooh, I go down. And as I go down, I will say, catchphrase.
Okay. Calder, what are you going to do after hearing witty pun, bone on bone smack? Catchphrase.
Counter's just like, what? And he's gonna run, charge into that skeleton, bring his axes to bear. First one is not gonna hit with his 7. And then his bonus action, swing with his offhand with a nope. He's just like thrown off, and he's like, what? He just couldn't.
Yeah, the catchphrase was so strong that it just threw you off your game.
He trips on the arm after it falls out of Delucia's hand.
Yeah.
All right, Rogelio.
Rogelio's going to close up here and attempt to attack. Come on, don't fail me, D20. This skeleton, who is not a fan of witty puns. All right, that's enough of this die.
Another dice in the dice jail.
And with his offhand, he'll now try.
For real this time.
Natural 20.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. How do you want to do this?
He just swoosh the blade down and just try to crack its skull.
You are able to get the blade right in the socket where the nose goes, and you just kind of like wrench your arm and twist the blade, and the skull splits apart, and the teeth chatter like the little chatterbox things as it falls to the ground, and the skeleton is no more.
Awesome.
And with that, you guys are no longer in initiative. You have a party member who is down on the ground unconscious. So
I would
you guys
look
have
down
first action.
at Deluge, pull out the thing I pocketed earlier, and administer the potion to her.
All right, are you administering both doses?
I will administer both doses to her.
All right, so you get the effect of 2 healing potions.
All right, so that's what is it now?
Be 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Because it'd be 2d4 plus 2.
twice.
All right, so. Oh yay! I'm back to like almost full health.
And as you come around, since you're on the ground prone, you roll over and you look, and over in this area, over here, a faint blue light appears where the wall is, as though it's coming out from underneath a door.
I'm just gonna sit up after having regained consciousness and be like, door!
I guess Calder's closest, so he'll move towards it. So I guess, do I see like a handle on it? Do I see?
No, but what does happen is the secret door opens to you to reveal a hunched corpse wearing a pointed hat and dressed in a robe embroidered with mystic symbols crosses through the hidden door. Then wisps of a thin wisp of beard float from its bony jaw. It raises a finger, tracing arcane symbols in the air. In a hoarse voice, it speaks. Secrets found and lost, then found again. Your paltry minds cannot fathom. And with that, we are going to take a break until next week.
Yeah.
Yay!
I want that robe.
So, followers, friends, subscribers, donators, and those just along for the ride, thank you so much for coming to join us this evening for session 2 of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Next week I'm taking a family vacation down to the lake. I'm hoping to be able to stream. So if you do not follow me on Twitter, this is not just a pitch. This is just the best way I communicate. It's at Craniodad. If I have technical difficulties from down at the lake house, I will announce it on Twitter, but we are still planning on streaming if there are no technical difficulties. So we look forward to seeing you guys here every possible week that you can make it and every possible week that we can as well on Saturdays starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for helping me get to 100 followers. I greatly appreciate it. And once that bit goal down below winds up hitting 5,000, I will give away a copy of Ghost of Saltmarsh. If you want something tonight, please make sure that you DM me so I can work out with you how to get your address so I can get you your prizes. With that, any parting words from the party?
Great session.
That was,
Witty
that was definitely a-
catchphrase.
Witty catchphrase. I think that is perfect.
that
Good times.
So,
was definitely-
we will see you guys next week. Hang tight. I am going to launch a raid. We're going to find... actually, I already know who we're going to raid. Legends of... how do you say their name? Legends of...
Adventurous.
are currently doing a... they're part of a 48-hour stream for Second Life Charities, which is for children's hospitals. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the raid scene, and then we're going to go raid them. Make sure you show them some love. Let them know where you came from. Watch what they are doing. They are playing for another hour tonight, and they started at 2 p.m. Eastern. So it's been a day for them.
Oh damn.
So we're going to head over there. Thank you again for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. If you want to watch Sea of Thieves. Yeah. Well, if you want to watch Sea of Thieves, we'll catch you here Monday through Friday. Bye.